a trilogy. Has it always been meant as a trilogy at the beginning? 3 performances, Underman, Underart, Undre.
No, it has not, but it has developed that way. So I decided it kind of when starting to create the second performance. Then I felt like it's something that I want to keep on investigating, and I don't want to do it forever. So I want some kind of deadline. So I decided to do at least 3 shows on the theme. So it came. The idea came maybe in 2012 to make it a trilogy, I think. Yeah.
What was the topic? What was the topic that provoked you to create a circus performance?
Yeah, I mean, it was a combination of topics. It was partly that I was looking for some kind of circus that I would like to see for myself. So it was a kind of aesthetical or artistic like way into it. That was not really around a theme, but more around something, some kind of development that I was looking for to see. And together with that, I also had like in 2009, 10, I was really like into thinking about my own like crash and accident, and like how you as a circus performer are quite vulnerable, and when something happens you're fucked more or less, I guess. And so I was then interested in like some kind of sustainability maybe, but also just the topic of the crash landing, you know. With Undermen it was a very rapid like process, because I knew that we had to do this performance. It was an opportunity to do it like now. So I kind of talked to them, told them that, okay, I want to direct a performance with you 3 guys that have lost your partners in hand-to-hand acrobatics somehow. Are you up for it? And I knew them quite well, so I knew their stories and so on. So I was more or less just going for the story somehow, some kind of narrative, and then just present it in a way that felt interesting, you know. So actually we rehearsed just during one fall, but not so many weeks. And with the premiere in January, we started the ideas in August. So it's really short. So that's one thing. And then with Underart, I was really interested in, because then I was more within the context of Cirkus Cirkör, which is an institution of circus, and they have other expectations. What does the Cirkus Cirkör audience think Cirkus Cirkör is presenting? And now I had the opportunity to show an alternative. So it was a combination with starting to work more with a creative team and having like a 1-year process together with set designer, costume designer, light designer, so on. Light design came in quite late there, but you know, have a feeling of a team, and also have a feeling of a long-term relationship with performers. So that's a big difference. And the research there was really into my self-biography or something. I did a crash landing. I really want to somehow talk about it without being without pushing it towards a traditional narrative or dramaturgy. So that's one thing. And then Under, it's been I've been much more focused on the process, the communication around how to create a production in a way that I feel rewarding. So the team has been much more of a team. The set designer, light designer, costume designer, the sound designer, me, the dramaturge has been really like engaged and involved since very early on. We have been creating something together, and the ensemble and I have really been like talking through, like working through things. So that's like a really interesting, like no emails allowed in my anything in my internal discussion. That makes good art somehow, you know. Fuck email, it's really bad, it's horrible, and it's like really bad for communication, and then makes bad like work. But then also I wanted to just even more like investigate a new kind of dramaturgy. That how could we write circus in another way? And now I'm writing it together with people, but also just by putting ourselves in the shit with objects that I don't really know how to handle and no one knows, and they write other stuff that I haven't seen. There's crazy brains in the creative team that are like willing to push. So we got a lot of inspiration when we went to Iceland for some research for a week, and like from colors to material to other ideas like came from that week. And in Iceland it really told us about like heavy hardcore things that are also beautiful and like frightening somehow. And also the whole weather concept that has been put on top of everything, some kind of weather dramaturgy and weather idea just has also in hard weather we need like steady things that can live through the time, somehow. It comes from a lot of talks and thoughts. Yeah.